Hello ladies, happy Wednesday, surprise, it's me. On the email that we sent out, we might have notified you that I'm going to be training for Francie today. So I've got a really fun one planned. Someone on Saturday said that they thought it was too easy, so that means that this one's going to be hard. So I hope you're ready. It's going to be fun. What you're going to need, you ready? I'm going to tell you what you need to grab real quick. You're going to need some weights. Now, for those who have a grip issue or a wrist issue or anything going on there, don't worry. Everything we do with weights, you can do without weights or with really, really light weights. Now, when I say weights, I have a pair of 3s and a pair of 5s. I probably won't even touch the 5s just because we're going to do so many repetitions, I don't want to fatigue the muscle too soon. You're also going to need a chair or bench, especially if you've got any knee stuff. As you know, I love to start off with squats because it warms up the entire body. So very important to have this. Also a mat and a pillow or a ball for the last exercise of the day. So that's what you're going to need. I'm going to list it one more time. Weights, lighter, the better. Chair or bench, ball or pillow. And I think that's it.
The next workout will begin at 60.
So we are going to warm up.
Feet to a station.
There we go. Got it. So step side to side. Shake out the arms. It's a hump day workout. I'm so excited. I hope you're excited too. It's going to be good. So I say it's going to be challenging because I'm going to play around with the cue a little bit. So instead of doing 4 sets of an exercise back to back to back, we're going to switch it up a bit. This helps get the heart rate going a little bit more. I think you're going to like it. Big shoulder roll back. Get all the crunchies out. Make sure you're breathing. And make sure you have some water. I forgot to list that in your equipment. Very important. Reverse the shoulder roll. Bring it forward. Make sure you're breathing. 3, 2, and 1. Shake it out. Hands on those hips. All-time favorite, booty kicker. Let's go. So, because we like to start off, or I like to start off with squats every time, because it's one of those bigger muscle groups, it's the biggest muscle group in the body, especially for women, add that row. It really helps warm up the entire body right away. So in order to get those muscles ready, booty kicker marches, helps warm up the quads, the hamstrings, the hips, the glutes, the core, shoulders stay down, elbows stay left, make sure you're breathing. Now, as you may notice, you might start to feel like you're doing a little sway.
Exercise.
Engage your core. That will limit the amount of swaying happening because now all of a sudden your abs are engaged to help stabilize and prevent any wiggling. So we're going to be using that a lot today. We have a lot of balance stuff today. So core is pretty much in every exercise.
Begin set 2.
2, 1, shake it off. Hands back on those hips, a little bit of a march. Now, if you have a sensitive back, I know I saw some of you who were on here might have a sensitive back. Keep the knee low, okay? It's not about how high, it's about engaging that quad to get the lift going. If you're feeling pretty good, get that knee up there. Really get the lowest abdominals active as well. I love this one. Arms come up overhead. Now as you do this, make sure that the ribs don't splay out. Lock them in. Upper abdominals engaged as well. Elbows come down.
Stop. Exercise.
Now if you've got funky shoulders or neck, this probably isn't for you. Bring it back to that row. Totally fine. Make sure you're breathing. Squeeze that core as tight as you can. Woo! Foot is flexed.
Begin set 3.
Let's go 3, 2, and 1. Shake it out. Let's start with that right leg back behind. I'll do this at an angle so you can see what I'm talking about. Bring it back. Front leg is bent almost at 90 degrees. Doesn't have to be. The back leg is straight. We're not focusing on a bend at all. Breathe. Inhale. And exhale. Make sure those hip bones are pointing forward. Take that right arm up. And step together, switching sides. Left leg back, front leg bends, back leg is straight. Bring that arm up. Inhale.
Stop. Exercise.
And exhale. A couple more times on each side. I love this stretch. I actually posted something about this recently on our Instagram, I believe on our Facebook as well. Hip flexors. A lot of us are sitting a lot more, which means that our hip flexors tend to be really tight. What does that mean? What does it mean if my hip flexors are tight? It means that muscles are going to be pulled in particular ways where you might start to feel a sensitive back. You might start to feel back pain, hip pain. So this is a really important stretch to do every day, several times a day, but it's so easy to get into, it's not even a big deal. Last one here, big inhale, big exhale, drop the shoulders, other side, take it back, arm up, inhale.
Stop exercise and switch to the next station.
Shake it out. You ready for those squats? So to get started, it's going to be a sit down, stand up. Everyone's going to do this together. I will always give you options to progress if needed, okay? So, this bench is a little lower than I expected. So feet a little wider than hip distance, natural
Begin
placement,
set 1.
core is engaged. Hands together, squeeze the core, drive the heels down, squeeze the booty, and slowly lower down. Hips go back, back, back. You know that bench is there, it didn't move, okay? Up, slowly, 3, 2, 1, nice, come on up. Now you may feel as you sit down and right before you come back up, your feet want to adjust. Placement, that's fine. Make sure you engage the core before standing and engage the core as you slowly lower down, okay? Woo! Yes.
Stop exercise.
Not today. Keep going. Woo! Squeeze the booty, shoulders down, core, always. Think about everything your body does, actually. You do need to brace for balance.
Begin set
Make sure
2.
the right muscles are active. That's where the core comes in. Explosive push-up. Now when you stand up, make sure you drive those heels down and squeeze the booty. Nice. So, we'll sit down, stand up. Warming everything up. Now for set 3 and 4, you have an option to progress. Going to be challenging. What would be the point if I didn't make it more challenging, right? Keep that core squeeze, squeeze.
Stop
Nice.
exercise.
Take that break. Shake out the hips. Twist it out a little bit. Open up the hips. Now, set 3. You have the option to continue what we were just doing, nice and slow on the way down. 1 count up. Or we can do regular squat to a tiptoe.
Begin set 3.
Or to a hop. Heel lower down. Come on up. Tiptoe. Roll through the foot. Toe, ball, heel. Weight goes back into the heel. Then push up to the tippy toe. Then toe, ball, heel. Hips go back. All right? Option to hop, which is obviously a progression. But if you can't do that impact, roll through the foot. Just make sure you articulate all the way back to the heel. Okay? But keep those knees safe. Abs are engaged still. Now if you're doing the bench, keep going. If you were doing these with me, we're also going to keep going. When she says begin set 4, we're going to hold it low. Yes. We're going to hold it nice and low. And we're going to dance it out. What?
Begin set 4.
Hold it low. Here we are. Make sure, now it doesn't have to be super low. Careful of the knees. Weight is in those heels. You can bring those arms forward if you like. Shifting the weight from one heel to the other, however, the knees don't move. So instead of this, it's this. See how my knees aren't moving? It's going into the hips, it's going into the glute. Core is squeezing as tight as you can. Focus on one heel, other heel. One heel, other heel. Yes, see if you can get a little lower. Abs are engaged. One heel at a time. After this, we're giving legs
Stop exercise
bit of a break.
and switch
3 more,
to
3,
the next station.
2, 1. Come on up, shake it out. Grab those weights. I'm gonna start, I'm doing 3s. We're gonna be doing a lot of reps. So if you go too heavy, be very careful. Have a lighter set ready to go for you, okay? Come on down to a sumo squat. It's not gonna be super deep. Not super deep at all. Elbows in by your sides, palms are up. We are going to serve the platter. Squeeze those shoulder blades together, roll them back down, bring them forward and in. If you want to do one arm at a time, totally fine. See if you can get a little lower in that sumo squat. Knees push out against the booty, weight is in the heel of the foot. Core is engaged to stabilize. You can also do both arms. Squeeze the shoulder blades. Option across one arm over the other. Just keep those hands below shoulder height the entire time. You can do this with no weights.
Exercise.
Keep going. This next one's going to be tough. I will give you an option. Keep going here. You'll be elbows in, shoulders back and down, externally rotate, bring it in. Notice how my forearm is parallel to the floor the entire time. Little to no grip on those weights. That's option one. Option two is the pour over. If your neck and shoulders are okay, pour it over like you're making some sangria. Flip the palms, elbows in, externally rotate. Make the sangria, serve it to your friends. Oh my goodness. I think Mary's keeping track of all the weird stuff I say when I teach. Make the sangria, serve it to your friends. As you do this, squeeze those shoulder blades back and down. Yeah. Almost there. The break is coming.
Stop.
There it is. Come on up. Shake it out, shake it out, shake it out. Shake out those arms. Next up, we are doing a variation of a lat pull down. Now, because we don't have a lat machine, we're going to improvise. Right back into that sumo. Give me some cactus arms. Make sure your elbows are below shoulder height, okay? Squeeze those shoulder blades together. Elbows come back and down, and then push up. Only a few inches. Notice how this movement's not very big. If you need to, again, you can always do one arm at a time. Never push that elbow up above shoulder height. Keep it low, okay? Whew. Now, as you do this, make sure that your ribs don't stick out. Again, that's your upper abdominals getting lazy. Keep them engaged. While we're at it, can you sink lower? Maybe? I think you got it in you.
Stop exercise.
Keep going. Now the next option is bicep curl. Come on down. Hammer curl, okay? See if you can get a little lower. This is option one. If you want to add on, it's going to be curl, overhead press. Bring it down, lower. Curl, press. As you press, engage that core even more. Shoulders slide down away from the ears. Don't let the shoulders come up. Keep them down, okay? Now, if you are regretting not grabbing those fives right now or heavier, don't worry. We do this whole set again soon. It's going to be awesome. Got this, you got this. Whew. Almost there, core squeezed. Yes.
Stop exercising.
There it is, shake it out.
Next station.
Place the weights aside. Next one, it's gonna be awesome as well. Balance. Now if you need something to hold on to, I've got my chair here. Feel free to grab it. However, I challenge you to go without. We're gonna do some single leg balancing. Starting with that right leg. Kick it out to the side, bring it back in. Out to the side, bring it back in. I'll step back just to make sure you can see me. I can't see what you guys can. But, very important, notice how I'm not sinking into this hip. A lot of times when I work with you guys in the studio, I'll start to see this, or I'll hear people say, my standing hip. You want to actively push down into the ground. Notice how when I do that, I'm not in my hip anymore. Nice and tall, core is engaged. Lead with the heel, toes point straight forward. You're going to feel the outer hip, outer booty. Now when she says stop, we're going to keep going.
Exercise.
Keep going. Core is engaged. Okay? Breathe. Woo! Yes. Should open that window. It's hot down here. Oh my goodness. When she says begin, two options. Option one, leg out.
Begin set two.
Knee up. Leg out, knee up. Engaging the core. Notice how my hand's not coming down. It's elbow height. My knee comes up to it. Option two, kick it out. Curtsy lunge. Woo-hoo-hoo. Yeah, booty. Come on down. Up to you which one you want to do. For set 3 and 4, we're doing the other side. So make it count. Again, lead with the heel, toe forward. Yeah, get that glute. Oh. I did these yesterday while preparing for this. Little sore. It's going to be great.
Stop exercise.
One more just for fun. Nice. Shake it out. Shake out that standing leg. Other side. So now if you need to, move the chair or whatever it is you're using to balance. Okay? Right leg down, left leg goes out to the side.
Begin set 3.
Standing up, actively push down on that foot that's on the floor. I like to have my hands on my hips or together, something to bring my hands back to my center. It reminds me to activate the core. This is great. Just kidding, it's not. You're reaching for something which tells me that your abs are not engaged. So really pull those abs in, draw your down into the floor. Toe points forward, leading with the heel. You're gonna feel the hip and the glute. Oh yeah. You better feel it. I feel it.
Stop exercise.
Keep going. When she says begin, set 4. Again, you have the option to bring that knee up to the hand, getting the lowest abdominals as well. Or kick it out, take it back. All right?
Begin set 4.
Choose what you may. I recommend doing what you did on the other side. I would hate for you to be a little bit lopsided for the rest of the day. So make sure. Breathe, breathe, breathe. So now curtsy lunge, you can do just reverse if you'd like. Curtsy basically means the toe comes back at a diagonal. The knee is right behind. That's front standing leg. Weight is always in the heel. Core is always engaged. How are you doing? You feeling this one? Yeah, I am. Whew.
Stop exercise
Kick
and
it.
switch
Oh,
to the next
nice.
station.
Shake it out. Wiggle the booty. Little booty dance. I'll always give you a second for a booty dance. Guess what's coming up next? That whole arm section again. So, grab your weights. Yes, I grabbed my 5s this time. Let's see how it goes. You always have the option again to do this with no
Begin
weights.
set 1.
Come on down to that sumo. Roll the shoulders back and down. Pinch the penny. Light grip on those weights if you have them. Elbows in towards your waistline. Make sure that you're not rounding your shoulders forward. Chest is open. Serve the platter. Yes. I'm serving strength to you guys. So weird. Keep that core strong. Again, you always have the option to do one arm at a time. Weight in the heels. Sink a little lower.
Stop exercise.
Keep going. Remember, set 2. Elbows can stay in. You can do an external rotation, or we're going to make the sangria and serve it to our friends. Okay? When she says start, we'll start.
Begin set
Option
2.
1, externally rotate, chest stays open. Option 2, pour the sangria, serve it to your friends. This is one of the few times the weights do go up above the shoulders. If you have any shoulder or neck issue, I want you to stay here, okay? Really, really being a mama bear about it. I don't want anyone to get hurt on my watch. Keep that core squeezed. See if you can get a little lower. I know.
Stop exercise.
Take a quick break, shake it out. Next up, lat pull down. If you remember, that's the happy cactus. Elbows are slightly below the shoulders. Now when you lower the arms down, we're not doing this. I caught myself doing that the last one.
Begin set 3.
You want the elbow to slide in, the arm stays bent at 90 degrees, okay? So squeeze the shoulder blades and the lats. You want to feel this in, obviously, the back. The muscles activating, not in a bad way. You might feel the shoulders a bit because we've worked them a lot. Core is engaged. Do not lean back. If you're leaning back, that tells me your abs are not on. Oh man, 5s are brutal. How are you doing at home? I can't wait to hear what weights you guys grab for this.
Stop exercise.
Keep going. When she says begin set 4, we're going into the biceps. Option for overhead press. Oh yes, arms are on fire right now. Wiggle the shoulders if you need to. Again.
Begin set 4.
Here we go. Bring it on down. Curl up. Hammer curl. See if you can get lower with this one. We've all done the hammer curls before. Option to bring the overhead press in. Keeping those shoulders down. Hands go up, shoulders go down. Set opposition. Core stays engaged. I hope you're sweating. Yes. Weight in the heels. Core is engaged. Arms are on fire. But don't worry. We're doing lower body next. Yes. Happy Wednesday.
Exercise.
Shake it out.
Switch to the next
Lose the
station.
weights. I do not believe you will need those again. Next up. Ooh, 2 options. You can do this seated, where we do bend, stretch, bend, stretch. Option 2, come on down to the mat, laying on your side.
Begin set 1.
Here we are. Top hand pushes into the mat, that top leg kicks forward, okay? You're gonna lower, down to the floor, up to the ceiling. Down to the floor, up to the ceiling. Very small movement. Push that hand into the mat. If you are doing this seated, it's not gonna be a leg lift, it's gonna be a quad extension. Tiny bend, big stretch. Make sure you're breathing. You guys are gonna love and or hate me for this next one.
Stop exercise.
Keep going. Keep going with this movement. Keep going at home. If you're doing this seated quad extension, you're going to keep that leg extended, move it to the side and forward, okay? If you were joining me here, we are going to go into a clamshell position. However, instead of opening up alone, knee comes down, heel comes up, and we're going to kick the foot to the ceiling. Touch the knees, kick the ceiling. Touch the knees, kick the ceiling. Hello, hips. Hello, booty. Keep that core engaged. One more. Just kidding. One more. Now, tap the knee, tap the heel. Knee, heel. Really get that knee up when you touch the heels. Don't cheat yourself on this. When she says stop exercise, give me 3 more.
Stop exercise.
3, 2, squeeze the booty. 1, nice, flip sides. If you are doing the seated exercise, you are switching legs. Again, you're going to straighten that leg parallel to the floor, tiny bend, big stretch, focusing on how straight you can get that leg.
Set 3.
So that you know you're activating the quad. If you are joining me here, foot is flexed, tap the heel, lift. Tap the heel, lift. You're gonna feel your inner thigh. That's me being sneaky. Getting some inner thigh work in there, along with your hip and glute, right? Core is engaged. Push down into the mat in front of you. Oh my gosh. These are brutal. They add up, for sure. Make sure you're breathing. Now, when she says stop exercise, keep going, okay? If you are staying seated,
stop exercise.
You are going to switch from a bend stretch to moving the leg to the side and back forward. Try to go about 6 inches, okay? If you are joining me here, knees together, right? Foot is up. And then you're going to externally rotate the hip as you kick the ceiling. Tap the knee, kick. Tap the knee, kick. Getting into the hip bone, yes. Getting that movement happening. Lubricating the joint a bit. Whether you know it or not, these are movements we do in our day-to-day, so it's important to go through some of these movements. Make sure you're breathing. Now heel, knee, heel, knee. Make sure you're breathing. Actively push that fist down. Get that knee up there when those heels touch. Don't skip on
stop
that.
exercise
3 more.
and switch to
Here's
the next
3,
station.
2, 1. Nice. Come on up. We are going to be doing a push-up next, whether that's on a bench, on a ledge, on the mat, up to you. I'm going to do this from the mat, from my knees, but you can pick whatever you like, okay? So,
begin
push-ups,
set
1 set. If you're doing this from the mat or from your knees, make sure the top of the feet stay on the mat. Squeeze the core. You want to think about shoulders, hips, and heels, or knees if you're doing this from the knees, in one line. Think of this as a moving plank. 1 set of this, and then 1 set of a plank. Just giving you the heads up. Use that exhale. See how many reps you can get in.
stop exercise.
Yes, sit on back. Quick child's pose. Next up, plank. Forearm plank. Just a hold, okay? Come on up. Whether it's from the bench, a ledge, the floor. Here we go.
Begin set 2.
Feet shoulder distance apart, elbows directly beneath the shoulders. Try not to clasp the hands together. Try to go parallel, as if your arms are making the number 11. Heels push back, squeeze the booty. Navel draws to the spine. Pelvic floor draws up towards the rib cage. Yeah, that's a lot to think about. You want to find those muscles shaking, all of them. The challenge is holding it. You'll notice how quick we are to want to wiggle. Don't you dare. Hold it. And
stop exercise.
lower the knees down, push back to child's pose. Next up, push-ups. If you're doing this from the mat, you have the option to do 1 push-up, One child's pose, right back into a push-up. Do not hang out at child's pose. This isn't a break. It's a quick reprieve.
Begin set 3.
Also, if you saw my tip on Friday, fit tip of the week, reset between your reps. Push-ups can get really intense on the shoulder and neck. So allowing yourself to reset will help prevent injury. Keep those shoulders down. We are so close. Whew. So good. Are you breathing? Are you?
Stop exercise.
Hold it back. One more set of plank, forearms, just hold, okay? We will add some variations eventually, but this is not the time. So, elbows directly beneath the shoulders, feet hip distance apart.
Begin set 4.
Or wider. Hands in a number 11. Try not to clasp those hands together. Heels push back. Squeeze the booty, navel back towards the spine, pelvic floor up towards the rib cage. And hold. That is a lot to think about, so I'll go through it again. Push those heels back. Feel the legs engaged. Tuck those hips. Booty is squeezed, navel drawn in. Pelvic floor lifts towards the rib cage. Breathe. Actively push those elbows into the floor.
Stop exercise and switch to the next
Sit back.
station.
Take a quick moment. This is where you're going to need that pillow or ball. We're going to go into a bridge position. Place the pillow or ball high between the inner thighs. Okay? Whoop. Lay all the way back. Feet
Begin
a little
set 1.
narrower than hip distance apart. Drive through the heels. Lift. Squeeze that ball as tight as you can. Tap the mat. Do not let go of that squeeze of the ball. Okay? Or pillow. Whatever it is you have. If you cannot do a squeeze for whatever reason, I believe there may be one or two of you that can't do this, I want you to focus on this exact same exercise without the ball or pillow. Focus on lift. Lift. Now, if you feel your quads, that means your feet might be too close to the booty. Keep going. If you feel your hamstrings, you might be too far away. Your feet might be too far away. So you want to find that happy place so you really feel the glutes. Squeeze right here.
Begin set
Hold it
2.
up. Hold it up. Squeeze the booty. Tuck the hips. Abs slightly draw in. Pulse in on the ball. This pulse is so small, you might not see it. And the reason is we're not allowing it to really release. We're keeping that engagement. If you can't do the squeeze, I want you to just hold it up, squeeze the booty, and just hold. Arms come up. Added balance challenge with the core. Lift those hips up higher. Come on. Don't get lazy. Don't you dare. Shoulders down.
Stop exercise.
Lower those hips. Hug the knees into the chest. Rock side to side. Now, we are going to flip over 2 more sets of plank. If you are using the ball for the bridge, we're going to use the ball for the plank as well. So flip on over. Come on down.
Begin set 3.
Now your feet won't be too wide because you've got that ball there, but your arms will still be in that parallel position. Push those heels back, squeeze that ball, tuck the hips, navel drawn in, booty is squeezed. Now you'll notice when the ball is squeezed, all of a sudden you might be a little more in touch with the pelvic floor. That is why I introduced the ball. Squeeze the ball, lift the pelvic floor towards the bottom of the rib cage, and hold. If you want to do forward and back,
Stop
you can,
exercise.
because we are not taking a break here. But do not start to let the hips pop up. Squeeze them, tuck them under. Don't clasp those hands. Try to keep those forearms parallel. If you need to lower to your knees,
Begin set 4.
you can, and you can continue to do this from your knees. Now set 4, we are not moving, we are holding everything still. Not because I'm mean, but because I really want you to focus on the muscles that are active, rather than getting distracted with movement, okay? Push those heels back, squeeze that ball, tuck the hips, booty is on fire, navel is pressed back to the spine, actively push into those elbows. Breathe. shake. Do not let it go. It's mind over matter.
Stop exercise.
Woo, lower
Your
the
training
things
is
down.
now complete.
Push
Please
back.
write down machines
Where's the
and
ball?
continue to the cardio
Push
area.
back to your child's pose. Deep inhale. Big exhale, wiggle the shoulders. Walk yourself back up. And go ahead and flip so you're laying on your back. Now this is an exercise, or stretch I should say, that I've led a couple times. Very, very important. So yes, hip flexor stretch, the one we did in the very beginning where we stepped back. I want you to do that again, but come to a figure 4. All right? And Dave's looking at the screen, so we'll know if you didn't do this. So you better be on the mat stretching, okay? Relax those shoulders. Inhale and exhale. If you have a towel or a blanket or whatever that may be close, you can loop it through, but you want to reach through the figure 4, lift that right leg underneath. Now you don't need a towel or blanket, but if you find yourself doing this, where your shoulders come up, you might want one. Deep inhale and exhale. One more breath here, but before we do, make sure that right knee is directly over the right hip. See how that changes the stretch for you. Inhale and exhale. Carefully lower down, switching sides. Before we do switch sides, rock the knees side to side. Oh, nice. Other side. Inhale. And exhale. Again, we're going to lift that left leg up. Option to reach through. If your shoulders are doing this, that's not cute, and it's not going to feel good later. So grab a towel or blanket. You can loop it through. Inhale. And exhale. One more breath. Before we do, make sure that that left knee is right over that left hip. Inhale. And exhale. Carefully lower down. Both feet side by side again. Rock the knees just a little bit. Now go ahead and rock all the way over to one side. Push on up. Woo. But thank you so much. Please get your cardio in 30 minutes. Even if you have to break it into 2 15-minute segments, I'd rather you do that than not at all. So get your cardio in, and I hope you have a wonderful day. Thank you so much.